We're a little over halfway through the summer 2024 anime season, so here are my first impressions on the new series that I'm watching. My wife has no emotions. I'm giving an 8.8 out of 10. I'm surprised by how much I've been enjoying this series because while the show has been lighthearted for the most part, showing their cute domestic relationship, it's also not strayed away from how robots, specifically utility robots like Mina-chan, tend to be treated by their owners and society. Takuma genuinely cares for and loves Mina as an individual. We see this when another utility robot offers to reset her because the way Mina acts and grows in the relationship is considered a bug or error in the eyes of the developer. But Takuma knows that whatever happened to her programming to cause this makes Mina Mina and not just one of the many Mina series robots. Granted, we don't get too deep into how robots are seen as tools. We mainly touch on the fact that Mina is an early model and still appears very robotic, whereas the upgraded Minas are indistinguishable from humans. So others question how Takuma can love a robot that still clearly looks like a robot. Also, they basically adopt a robot child together that is so cute. This robot also has some error or bug that caused it to forget how to use its functions, and it's learning from both Mina and Takuma just like a child would. Dahlia and Bloom, I'm giving a 9.6 out of 10. This was another series I knew nothing about but have been more than pleasantly surprised by. I absolutely loved how Dahlia didn't immediately know everything about her past life but rather uncovered those memories as she grew up. It makes her inventing magical artifacts seem more natural and less of a cheat from having those past memories from the modern day. This also makes her relationship with her dad so much more important because again, she didn't immediately remember everything and have to question, well, what about my family from that timeline? She was able to grow and be influenced by her dad just like any child would be despite being isekai'd. And her dad's love and drive to develop magical artifacts really rubbed off on her. Another thing I really love about the series is how Dahlia and Wolf are so far simply developing a solid friendship. We are not getting a love at first sight fate trope that forces those characters together because the series say they need to end up together. Instead, we are seeing them build a foundation of trust and support as friends that will eventually turn into love, which is much more realistic in my opinion. Dahlia and Bloom is a series that I will 100% be picking up and reading after this series is done. My dear friend Nokatan, I'm giving a 5 out of 10. Now, a 5 means it's neither good nor bad, it's middle of the road, meh, average. I feel like some of y'all don't understand scales of 10 since y'all thought a 7 out of 10 was bad when that literally means good. I understand the meme potential is very high for this series, but the quality of the watching experience just isn't there for me. Personally, if I wanted to watch a Dadaism absurdist comedy series about girls in school that also involves deer, I'd watch Nichijou. There's absolutely no substance to the series and it seems to be purely made for that reason. Now, I'm not saying that's bad, it's just not something that I personally could ever rate above a 5. It's a good show to have on in the background because you really don't need to pay attention to it at all since there's basically no plot. Ramen Akineko, I'm giving a 6 out of 10. I love cats, I love ramen, and I love the voice actor for Nanami, which is what drew me to this series, and it delivered. Cats making ramen and running a ramen shop is exactly what this series is about, complete with people trying to cause a fuss by complaining about potential hairs in the food or busting into the restaurant and arrogantly live streaming despite all of the postage saying no photos/videos. It's simple and wholesome, which always makes it an easy and comforting watch. I really liked how when Yashiro first joined them as their only human staff, the white cat Hana calls her a nepo baby because she thinks the only reason Yashiro got the job is because her aunt used to own the storefront the shop uses. But the reason they hired her is because she explicitly says she's a dog person, not a cat person, so they don't have to worry about her crossing any lines because of her love for cats. If you're looking for a food-based show to watch that has cats and Nanami's voice actor, this is for you. Now, these 4 are the series I've already started watching. There's other series I plan to watch but haven't started yet, and those are Dead Dead Demons, Dead Dead Destruction, Wistoria Wanded Sword, and Delico's Nursery. So when I do my final impressions, those series will be included as well.